happy 4th of July to folks that celebrate. And for those that don't, happy day to you. I'm going to talk about some records today, rather than get political and stuff. I took some more stuff to trade. What I've been doing is, when I go through my records now, I pull stuff that I haven't played in a while, and if it doesn't pass the cut, there's some things that have been waiting for this cut, So recently, Wolf, People went, Devil's Blood went, Nothing I Can't Live Without. And I'll start with the prints. I got some prints for like $1.50 a piece in the trade. I still have a lot of respect and love for Prince. I've seen him live 4 or 5 times. I can't remember. Possibly 6 times. So when I see his records cheap that I don't have, I still like to pick them up. So I got Sexy MF. And I like this. And it's also a German pressing. I like that even better. It's a nice, and I've always liked the Paisley Park label. Some of Prince's songs, some of the way he arranges, does sound dated, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff really holds up. Sexy MF is one that does. It just sounds like James Brown. Money Don't Matter Tonight. Great song. Really, really good song by Prince. Here's one that is one of his sex songs, Insatiable, which, again, this is not how I've ever done sex, people. I just want you to know. A lot of people, this is the mindset and the kind of music and the whole way of approaching sexual relationships, and it's never been for me. So I have this because I collect Prince, but I've never put this music on when I was getting ready to get busy. Never. I lost my virginity to the Moody Blues. Thieves in the Temple, Prince. Great song, great song. The other records that I got, I had this out. I was showing it online. My King Crimson box set, frame by frame, came out in 1991. Excellent. King Crimson is back in action. Yes, people have been letting me know. Thank you, folks. I appreciate that people want me to know about the good stuff. And the snippet online of the new music sounds fantastic. Seen King Crimson twice. Met most of the band. I have not... I've been in the company of Robert Fripp, but I didn't talk to him. Okay, I did some trading in 2 different places yesterday. So I had that double copy of Reality by David Bowie. So I traded my green copy with Jesse Cundiff for this Pink Floyd bootleg, Paris Lyon. And I am very happy with it. Here's my nosy neighbor. Yeah, he is a nosy neighbor. If he happened to see this, I wouldn't back down for a minute. You know how you have your neighborhood snoops that are trying to be in everybody's business? The guy on the lawnmower right now, that's him. I wonder if I can even show him to you. No, you can't see him. He's a well-meaning, I think he's a well-meaning man, but he's up in everybody's business. I've actually, let me stop. People, I observe people closely. Anyway, this is an old recording from 1970 and 71. They're broadcast recordings, so side 1, the fidelity is better than side 2. But I really like the performances on here. They do Cymbeline, and they also do Adam Hart Mother without an orchestra. And what I hear about Pink Floyd was their young determination to make this music matter. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they're really playing with a lot of commitment. So really happy with this trade. Pink Floyd, Paris Lyon. Another trade that I got, Propaganda, the German band. And this is on the pop side, but I like Propaganda. Your Wild Life. Really happy to finally get this. I've been trying to get a copy of this forever at a decent price. It's the only Gong album I've been needing on vinyl. Finally got it, Shamal, and a promo copy. The US configuration, because the original has completely different fonts and everything. And this is a good Gong album. Very good. Cat and Clark's Shoes. Real happy to get this yesterday. Real happy. Got this reissue of December's Children in one of the trades. And this is a keeper. It's a little on the scratchy, bluesy side for me, but this is a period piece from my halcyon youth days, the 60s and 70s. This is a keeper. Any of these records that I can get at this point in my life, of these old psychedelic or semi-psychedelic records, they're keepers. I want them all. I've always wanted them. Probably the two highlights of my trade yesterday. This is one of them. Jorge Ben, Força Bruta, Brute Force, the Four Men with Beards reissue. This album, this is the sound of summer. I'll put this on. This is I don't even know what he's singing. I don't know. Nelio, Rod, if you happen to see this, my brother. Man, I wish I could come to Brazil. I really do. This music. I know that times are tough down there, and life in the favelas is horrid. I understand. Or at least ways I understand that, you know, the problem with poverty is so bad down there that they pay the police to kill the children, the street children. But still, I'd love to see Brazil. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it is. Fantastic. I got a couple of more records, or is it just one more? Yeah, one more. The other big score from the trade was this: George Russell, New York Big Band. Most of this was recorded with a big band in New York with a stellar lineup. George Russell is excellent, composer, pianist. But Anders in Stockholm, if you happen to see this, there's also one track on here recorded with the Swedish Radio Jazz Orchestra. And it's really nice. So it has everyone, it has people like Bernd Rosengren, Rune Gustafsson, Leonard Aberg playing behind him, Vlodek Gulgalski on Soul Note. So I was real happy. Just a little bit of, you see how that's kind of sort of water damaged or whatever, you know, kind of big deal. Excellent music. So I was really happy to get some new records in trade. Besides that, yesterday, here in Omaha, you know, in bits and pieces, I'm getting publicity and recognition for, you know, for being continuing to be a working artist. And yesterday, I was interviewed by a local musician named Matt Whipkey for an article that'll be out this fall in a local magazine. But he gave me his latest album. We actually traded. I had seen him at one of my recent shows, and I gave him a copy of Nice. I really wanted him to have it, knowing that we would do a trade. His latest album is called Peony Park, Omaha, Nebraska, Summer 1989. It's a double album, gatefold. Matt did a Kickstarter to get this out because, you know, it is so expensive to do gatefold. The picture is an archive photo from Peony Park, which was a amusement park that was in Omaha for years. Memorable because it was the place to go for many years. It was the place that blacks could not go for many years. Matter of fact, I remember when we finally were allowed to go to the park, how anticlimactic that was, you know. But I wanted to include this and let Matt know I listened to it, and this is pretty good. Now, I'm going to say something, and if Matt, you happen to see this, I think you'll be cool with it because we're both really honest. So here in Nebraska, Matt's album won. He is 2013 Omaha Entertainment and Artist Awards Artist and Album of the Year for last year. and I'm happy for him. I'll say bluntly, I probably won't be recognized, but my album, Flyover the deserves to be Album of the Year in Nebraska this year. It probably won't even be considered, but I just wanted to say that because I know it's the truth. You know, I've listened to this now, and this is decent. This is good, you know. This is, in essence, a concept album about youth and Omaha, about this time. Matter of fact, for the insert, Matt had everyone involved use their high school pictures. And then you read the lyrics, and that's what it's about. Girls, summer, cars, you know, trying to get your first piece. And in that sense, for those that are interested in following the story and the lyrics, this is great. Musically, it's okay. It's not interesting to me because it's just that, it's to me a very typical sound. I think of Ryan Adams when I hear stuff like this. I think I'm really happy for Matt, you know, that he's getting his stuff put out, and he's a great guy. I like Matt a lot. So some of you people actually would probably really dig this album, okay? Matt Whipkey. Whip as like a whip and a key. Peony Park. So yeah, I'll give you some love, Matt, because you're cool. You know, you are. You're good. You're a good songwriter, too. Some other records sitting out. I listened to Bowie last night. Excerpt from Outside. This period of Bowie, to me, is really strong. I think this album kicks ass. Even stronger is Earthling. I listened to this last night all the way through. I love this album. Bowie. Blue Sunshine by The Glove. Robert Smith and Steve Severin collaborated on this back in the 80s from The Cure and Susie and the Banshees. This is really good. Really enjoy this. Last night I pulled out one of my Goat remixes because when I first got them I was disappointed. I get it now. It's really trashy and tribal and raw. It's raw. I like these remixes. Something I listened to last night was this old Sunshine Pop album by the band Design. This is excellent. If you like the Free Design, or if you like the Carpenters, or just excellent. This is excellent. I'll keep it short, and I want to say thank you. Some folks have actually, Carm, thank you. I hope your record and CD has arrived by now. But I got some responses from people in my last video where I said, you know, shit, if you want, send me some money, you know, for my birthday. I've gotten a few responses. Thank you. Every little bit helps, you know. You know, every other day, the feeling is different because, you know, it's kind of a riding on the waves of a body of water. As an artist regarding your income, you know, because some days are better than others, and I hate to have to think about it, you know, but it's where it's at. I'll end this by saying I don't have anything to say about the 4th of July because to me, mostly it's a myth. Anymore, I don't know what really happened in history. You know, so much of it has been convoluted and changed. You know, so I don't know what happened in the discovery of America. I know a lot of bad things happened that they've turned around and said was good. So just happy 4th. And I'll be 59 on Monday, July 7th. I feel good.